Hello, this is Babs from Babs Limited Life. Today I'd like to talk to you about my hair loss story. When my hair started thinning out, how hair loss makes you feel, how wigs have made me feel, what I've done to my hair since I've started wearing wigs, and why I am doing wig reviews. So stay tuned. Let's just start with when I started losing my hair. I was in my 20s. I got a diagnosis of PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and they thought it would probably interfere with fertility as well, but I ended up having 3 kids, so that wasn't an issue. But it did start, my hair started thinning, and when I was in my 20s and all my friends had, all this full heads of hair and pretty highlights, and, they'd go and get lowlights and highlights. I'd color mine, but it just wasn't the same. It was thin, and it just got thinner over the years. In my 30s, I ended up getting a lupus diagnosis, and ended up getting more hair loss, and it just worsened, a little bit every year. And finally, at Christmas time, I decided I wanted a wig. I've been thinking about wigs, thought about toppers, but I didn't have, at this point, I didn't have enough hair for a topper. And to blend, you have to blend your hair into a topper, and your hair has to match the color of your topper. And I just didn't have enough hair for a topper, so I chose a wig, and there's just been no looking back. I've loved it. I loved the wigs. I love different styles. I play with different colors and lengths and textures. I feel like $1,000,000. I know I'm not a natural beauty. I've got one eye that's smaller than the other, and this double chin, but, the wig makes me feel so much better, so much more self-confident. When my hair was thin, I'd walk by somebody that I hadn't seen for a while, and people from high school, and I just look down and walk on by because I was embarrassed about my appearance. And it's just really hard on your self-esteem when you have thin hair or no hair, and it really affects your femininity, your outlook, your just everything's. And the wigs have improved my self-confidence. I'm wearing more makeup, or I'm wearing makeup every day. I've always wore makeup, but I wouldn't maybe put it on every day. I might just put it on the weekends, but I'm putting it on the every day. It's the wigs kind of have this domino effect. You feel better about yourself, so you try to make your appearance look better, and then you're wearing makeup, so you have to take it off, and so your skin starts looking better because you're washing and cleaning and moisturizing. So, it's just been a good thing. The wigs have just been a good thing for me. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. I lived with hair loss, for 30 years, and it just, I look like I was 75 instead of 53. Anyway, let me show you my hair. Oh, and by the way, this is Megan by Noriko in Strawberry Swirl. So this is it. I just look like an old woman. I don't look like I'm 53. I look like I'm 70. And I was tired of looking old. You could see my scalp from the front to the back. Let me put my head down so you can see. And I'll turn around so you can see all sides. So since I've gotten my first wig, hi Tanner. Since I've gotten my first wig, I've cut my hair. I did have it in a longer bob. I've actually, thanks Tanner. I've had the back of my head shaved, so I don't have to worry about it sticking out at the nape, and I don't have to put it in, you know, when I first got my first wig, I put it in two little ponytails, and they were little tiny ponytails, and I put two at the back of my head. There's no reason, you know. I don't leave the house now without a wig. I usually take the wig off as soon as I get home. My family see me, you know, and I don't care if they see me without my wig, but if I go into public, I have one on. So that's what my hair looks like, and you know, the wig was the best thing I have done for my appearance. And oh, it's the best thing I've done for my self-confidence. And excuse me a minute. And why I started doing wig reviews. You know, if I could encourage just one woman or one man to try a wig or to try a topper, you know, I felt like I'll feel like my wig reviews have done some good. You know, there's no reason to go through life with this type of hair loss when there's these that can fix that. And oh, you know, and you can change your style, change your color, you know, for $100 or $150, or find some good buys on eBay. You know, there's just no reason to go through life with hair loss. I just wish I would have done something sooner. So it's just, you know, it's just, nobody knows what it's like or how it affects your self-esteem unless they have hair loss themselves. But it really does. And so, anyway, if you're given lemons in the form of hair loss, thinning hair, alopecia, you know, if your thinning hair is a result of lupus, PCOS, make lemonade. Get you a wig. You won't regret it. I haven't. I haven't regretted. Well, I've regretted a few of the bad buys I've made off eBay, but I've not regretted these nice wigs that I really like and enjoy. So, back to 53. Look 53 again, not 70. So, anyway, this is Babs from Babs Lemonade Life. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.